Hey guys, Fazzy back here, and in today's video we are checking out the NHL 26 Be a Pro Deep Dive. We are here in the live premiere, the chat is going wild. We are just moments away from seeing what we're going to be getting in NHL 26. But I think for a lot of people this really is the make or break trailer. Obviously there is very limited resources among the NHL development team, and for NHL 26, it appears that the majority of those resources went toward Be a Pro. So in just a few moments, we're going to see was it worth it and what is going to be coming here in just under 3 weeks. It's crazy how close we actually are to the early release of this game. Alright, so let's get this into full screen mode and let's see what is on the way. So right away, first look at the Utah HC tunnel entrance. Memorial Cup was still there, good.
Who better do that with than North Vancouver's very own Macklin.
Oh, they got Celebrini for the trailer, cool.
Which hasn't seen an update like this.
Hopefully he finally got his player face in the game. Presentation, storyline, consequences. Okay, so that's the big features.
Will impact your career as you try to go from rookie to superstar. With more on that, let's go to Mike Engelhardt.
We know you all love some good old pricey pond hockey, but it was due time for a refresh.
Definitely was.
One of the big updates to Be a Pro in NHL 26.
Those tunnel entrances look really good.
There are a grip of new
wonder how many there are.
Cinematics, along with all new voice actors.
World Junior cutscene again looks good. Hey, there you go. Macklin does have his game face in, at least for his player profile.
New World Juniors trophy ceremony sequence.
New trophy ceremony, good. Gotta say, I really like those draft cutscenes. They look pretty good. So it looks like the Kings are one of those teams that will be getting a tunnel walkout. Love the celebrating with the cup in the locker room. It's pretty cool.
One of the new additions we're really excited about are the new media scrums, where, depending on how
New media
you play, you'll either
scrums.
get your flowers.
This is something I don't think we can really trust. We just have to get our hands on the game and see how it works. We've had it in the past and it's been very hit or miss, so. Storyline, okay. This is the part I was a little bit concerned about earlier. New hub looks really good. That looks clean, just like franchise.
And immediate impactful consequences to your actions in
More of the X factors.
Now, your story begins in the semifinals.
I like that it's like a news article. That looks really cool.
Where you create your character, pick your nation, and your performance dictates your NHL draft position.
Just showing off some of the World Junior starting, the NHL draft again.
And your first NHL game as you dive into your rookie year, the chase for the cup, and if you can pull it off, a Hall of Fame
Maurice Rocket Richard trophy there at the award show. Sharks tunnel entrance looks good.
Going out for the rookie lap, looking around the arena, like it was kind of like a moment where it hit me.
What we wanted to make
Consequences,
sure
okay.
Be a Pro was the emotion of the pro hockey journey. Both the highs
Is there
and the
actually going to
lows,
be
and
meaningful
that comes through in
consequences?
how you
Let's
carry
see.
yourself off the ice, in front of the media, and in your performances on the ice. Each has consequences, big and small, that impact your playthrough. To that end, your performance affects your progression.
Again, we'll kind of have to see
Play well and get
how
pumped
this
up
works
and
when we get our hands on the game.
bask in the adoration of the fans and the media. Underperform, and you'll stay put on the bench, face pointed questions from the press, tough talks with management.
Okay, so I think they're talking about getting sent down here.
This degree
I hope
of
it's not scripted.
self-determination adds an incredible
I hate like actually playing good in the games. Like, oh, just send him out. Is that a jersey retirement?
Will you fold or shine?
Oh, okay, that's cool. And wow, that's the end of the trailer. That was a short trailer. That was only like 3 or 4 minutes. Wow, okay. I'm guessing, like we've seen in the past, there's quite a bit of other information that may have not been covered in this deep dive, at least I'm hoping. Let's go over to the Twitter first. Let's see if there's anything new that they may have posted there that may have not been featured. EA Sports NHL, they posted the actual trailer itself, so you can watch it there. And no, okay, so no other extra information on there. Let's move over to the website. And there will for sure be a blog post somewhere here, and there it is, the NHL 26 Be a Pro Deep Dive. Let's see what is in here, see if there's any other stuff that may have not been mentioned. So we have the first look there again at the Vegas Golden Knights tunnel entrance. Obviously saw that as the screenshot for the trailer. That was what they had the premiere set at. Scrolling down here, we have the community feedback, more meaningful moments, less filler. That's something Be a Pro desperately needs. when it was just very much like they even say they're repetitive small talk all over, going to the museum, going out bowling and stuff. It wasn't really needed, and it just kept coming up over and over. So I don't really know what interactions are going to be totally replacing that, that are going to be more meaningful, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Playing in the minors, World Juniors as your launch pad, bigger, better presentation moments, and goodbye pricey pond hockey. So playing in the minors, again, amazing that they finally added this back in. It's crazy that it wasn't in any of the last recent BIA Pros. My only concern is that it's going to be scripted. Like, I remember, I think it was 2BC back in the day had a BIA Pro going. He was playing like phenomenal, and the game sent him down because it was scripted to be like that. I don't think it's going to be like that, like just based on how everything is sounding. But the thing is, you just never really know until you actually are playing the game. World Juniors, I'm a bit confused. Do you start at the World Juniors, or do you still start in the CHL? My hope would be is that you play like a full year in the CHL, and if you're deserving enough to make it to the World Juniors and you get selected, that could be a huge launch pad to elevate your stock in the draft. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Presentation, it's good that they're finally revamping everything here for BIA Pro. It's going to have a nice new fresh feel to everything, which is very welcome after 5 years of no change whatsoever there with pricey pond hockey. It was about time. Have another look at the Stanley Cup celebration in the room. That looks really cool. Room is staying the same as previous years. So a little bit more on the new presentation. BIA Pro has always been a journey. In NHL 26, that journey feels more personal and engaging than ever. With a complete presentation overhaul, this year adds a full library of new cutscenes and in-game cinematics that immerse you in the highs and lows of your pro hockey career. So that all does sound really good. What does it mean? So we have the World Junior Trophy Celebration and flag raising. That's good. Your NHL draft moments, so you actually see the guy go on stage now. And we've seen that a few times now throughout the trailer. Looks really nice. First time walking into an NHL locker room, we've seen that in the past. Your tunnel walkouts, again, we've been talking about those quite a bit. We've seen the Sharks one in the trailer, Golden Knights one, they look pretty good. Hopefully it's for a majority of teams. We'll have to see. AHL Trophy Celebration, which is interesting, along with NHL. So hopefully, I guess even if it means AHL Trophy Celebration, maybe that means you can be sent down to the AHL long term. Because why else would they add a new trophy if it's just going to be a temporary assignment that you're going to be going down for a few weeks? Interesting for sure. And then the jersey retirement ceremony. That's really cool. That was very unexpected. And honestly, port this over to franchise mode. We need that there as well. But very cool to see it coming to BIA Pro. So a lot of small things here for presentation, but they all do add up. And they do really get you immersed in the overall experience. So good changes there for sure. Then we have another screenshot of what looks like some of the conversations. I'm sure we'll probably get into that a little bit more here on the blog post, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. We have the reimagined BIA Pro Hub. This looks phenomenal. Looks really clean. It definitely gives off the franchise mode vibes after they redid that last year. I love that like news article in the middle. It looks cool. It looks like you're reading like a ESPN article. It has your player on there as well, which is a nice touch. You have the grudge match info, you have the challenges there. It's all right in front of you. It looks really, really clean. So glad they changed that. You see top headlines, the form score, challenges at a glance. Not too much to say, but it does definitely look a lot better than previous years when you're sitting in your locker and it, I don't know, doesn't really show off everything all at a glance. Moving on, now we have chapter-based structure. So this is something I was pretty curious about. Obviously, BIA Pro in the past, your first year is actually quite a bit of fun. There's always something going on. Obviously, it starts with you being drafted, and it starts with like your first preseason games. Can you win the Calder? Can you win the Stanley Cup in your first year as a rookie? And there's, a lot more excitement in that first year. But when you get to year 2, year 3, year 4, etc., it's very rinse and repeat, and it doesn't feel very special. So I wonder if this chapter-based structure is like chapters of your career, or just chapters of that first season. So you have NHL draft, preseason battles, rookie season progression, midseason challenges, and playoff push and cup chase. So that sounds like it is just going to be for that rookie season. Understandable, but it is definitely a little bit unfortunate if that's more or less how it is. But like having like preseason battles where preseason actually matters now. Before it just, you just sim it, you're on the roster, it doesn't matter at all. But now if someone's playing better than you may start the year in the AHL. Really, it should be, if you're a rookie, you should start the year in the CHL if you don't make the team, but hey, I'll take the AHL in this case. Moving over to stakes and consequences. This is where I'm not sure. Let's see. What separates NHL 26 from past BIA Pros is how much your decision matters. This year, every performance and off-ice action has direct consequences. This game keeps track of how you play, how you handle media, how you spend your energy, and how you interact with key figures like your coach, GM, and agent. So again, that all sounds good, but is it going to actually matter in the long run? I really hope it does. We have another look there at some of those new X Factors. I'm not sure if there's any actual new ones here that haven't been revealed as of yet. I hope the consequences actually are like good and it makes sense, like getting sent down and stuff like that, but only time is going to tell. Your story, your legacy. Look at the Maurice Rocket Richard trophy ceremony. Again, looks really cool. I love that we have some of these cutscenes in the game. Looks clean, it looks nice, and I like that it highlights cool small moments of your career that really does just add to that immersion. We've been seeing it throughout this blog post, throughout the trailer. It's really cool. And then we're already more or less at the final thoughts, which is crazy. Wasn't really as much here in the blog post as I had thought, which is a little bit unfortunate, but still, everything here in BIA Pro is going to be very good to see, absolutely. Like, I'm not complaining with any of these changes whatsoever. I think this is going to really revamp the mode and hopefully bring like fresh life into it. Like even the jersey retirements here. Again, most people aren't ever going to really see this to play that long into your BIA Pro to actually go and retire and get this cutscene, but to have this in there, that's like awesome to see. It's great. Like I said, bring it to franchise mode, please. Even if it's just a short cutscene like that after one of your top players retires. But yeah, overall, I think that's going to do it for the blog post here. Nothing else really to go over. Let's go run to the forums quick. There's not going to be anything I wouldn't think at this point, as the trailer literally just went live. Yeah, it just got posted in the forums, so definitely have to come and check back a little bit later today to see if any additional questions have been answered. But yeah, that's going to do it for your NHL 26 BIA Pro Deep Dive. A lot of positives, for sure. But I think a lot of it's just going to come down to we have to get our hands on the game. Same thing as gameplay. A lot of this sounds absolutely amazing on paper. Like, they even said, like, the less fluff, like, interactions. I'm curious to see if there actually is that, because it's going to have to be replaced with something, and we're going to have to see how that feels. And going back to the consequences, are they going to actually matter? We're going to have to see. So, a lot of positivity here regarding BIA Pro. We'll probably maybe have to do a series of it on the channel at some point. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. Definitely let me know. What do you guys think of everything that we've seen here today? I think a lot of positivity, but I'm curious to see what the community has to say. But that'll do it for this video. I'll see you all in the next one.